Yo guys, Kiwi HD here, bringing you yet again another video. Today is going to be not part 3 of our tips and tricks for new players, but it could be. I am going to be releasing this as a separate video with some gameplay in the background, which is well, blah 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 blah, blah about me seeing people who are completely invisible. But actually, what I actually want to talk about in this video is products you can buy off the market which will enhance your gaming experience, not just on Crysis but on many first-person shooters. I'm going to be talking about my TV or monitor, controller, and chair especially, but we might also cover things like gunner glasses in this video. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is my TV / monitor. Now everyone knows, well most people know, that I played Call of Duty semi-competitively for a long time. So what I decided to do was I bought myself well, not a gaming monitor, I bought myself a monitor from instead of the Alba TV which I was using before. The monitor I bought was a BenQ GL955A, and it's an 18.5 inch HD monitor which has a 5 millisecond response time. So yeah, it's a very high tech and with it monitor. It really benefits your gameplay because of the HD aspect to it and the size. Now the size of the monitor, some people may say it's very small. It is, but I don't really want to be looking. I don't really want to have to be turning my head to see the whole screen, if you know what I mean. So I think a really small, a concise TV. I'm sorry, a concise TV and monitor will enable you just to not move your head. You can stay focused. Your head doesn't have to move. I'm sorry about that. I just decided to nudge my mic into my face. Yeah, it will benefit you. Then the other aspect, the HD part, stealth makes you go semi-invisible on Crysis. So I'd say that helps because the HD helps because the colors are a little more crisp on it than on my old TV, so that the invisible people actually do stand out a lot clearer. And you don't actually have to buy a monitor that like this quality, like of this standard. I mean, it's a fairly decent monitor, you know, but you can get away with just a small TV or something like that. But yeah, that's my monitor. So we'll move on to the next one, controller. Now, some people may call this cheating, but you know, I don't use the thing that I'm going to talk about. I use a basic broken 360 controller. I will be upgrading though soon to a working, fully functioning controller. But yeah, I use a 360 white controller. I've had it for quite a while now. After I broke my first one. The sprint button broke on the one before, so and now the armor button has broken on this one, so I can no longer use it. But what I would recommend for a Crysis player especially, or Call of Duty player, would be a SCUF controller. Now, so a lot of people are going to say, hey, that's cheating, you're buying yourself an advantage, but hey, that's the point of this video, you know. Yeah, SCUF controller, you can go onto the website, design your own controller, you know, make it all fancy, and then the main part is on the back. You can get 2 or 4 paddles, which include your main buttons, your A, B, Y, and X, and you're going to be mainly using your A button, your right hand side paddle. So I'd recommend 2 paddles, and using mainly your right hand side paddle. Yeah, it's the reason I'd say that is because on Crysis jumping is a very important feature, and jumping around and SCUF jumping, quote unquote, or bunny hopping is very helpful. Now, but my alternative, if you do not want to buy a SCUF controller, is to play how I know a few professional players play. Now I'm going to use Mini Mad Lad Liam for again as an example here, because he's the only one I know really well that does this, but he actually plays Claw. Now, Claw is basically where, alright, if you just pick up your controller here, is where you hold the controller in your hand properly. However, instead of your right hand middle finger, index finger even, being on the trigger, you have it on the A button, and then you have your middle finger on the right trigger. So essentially, you've always got a finger on the A button. You've always got a finger on the thumbstick, so you can always aim even while in midair, and you've always got a finger on the trigger, which you will always have anyway. So that's it. It does take a lot of getting used to. I don't play claw myself. I actually just play basic. I don't have a scuff or anything. But if you want to play claw, then it does take a little bit of getting used to, like to roll your finger onto the B button. And it kind of aches from time to time when I've tried it, but I've been told by many, if you just get used to it, then it should be fine. Right, and then the third thing I want to talk about is a chair. Now, some people may think, oh, it's only a chair, you know, but yeah, honestly, it's a major part of your gaming experience. Now, I suffer with back problems, and I know a few other people who do. And that was from sitting on a stool for a long time, actually, to play video games. That wasn't the only reason, but that was one of them. And I decided to purchase a gaming chair. This gaming chair it's a few years old now. It's been through the worst, but you know, it's actually kept my back supported at all times, and it makes me feel a lot more comfortable, I suppose is the word. But you know, you don't have to have this expensive chair. You just need something to support your back, because a stool is not good enough if you're going to be playing Crysis a lot, you know. So like an office chair, or just a desktop chair, you know, anything to just support your back and to stop you really having to extend your back. I don't know, straighten your back. I don't know, or nah. I suppose you're slouching when you're on a stool too much, you know, and you can't lean back, you know. So the chair really does keep your back straight, and it really prevents any problems. Well, it minimizes back problems occurring. So yeah, that's really the main things that I wanted to talk about. But now I had this conversation a long time ago about gunners. Now, I don't know, like gunners, if you don't know, they are gamer glasses. Now, it's not for if you need glasses, it's for anyone. Basically, what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to kind of enhance your gaming experience by making your eyes not strain too much. I don't know the science behind it, of course, but they're supposed to have these colored lenses that take the strain of your screen off your eyes, so your eyes don't in turn get damaged. And apparently there's this thing about like them making so you can see colors that are like, I don't know, I like you know, I don't know, honestly. Gunners, people say you need them, people say you don't need them, people say use what the fuck you want, and I'm gonna say use what the fuck you want, okay? I don't know, but Gunners, their website will be below as well. Yeah, all the links to these things will be below, guys. So, that's really it. If there's anything I missed, please be sure to comment below. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've loved the gameplay, and you want to join me on Crysis, then please send me a friend request. Or if you want a 4v4, then please send me a message, because the competitive scene on Crysis is dead, and I want a 4v4 because I'm a competitive son of a bitch. I've been TGQHD. See you next time. Bruce.